Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In previous lecture we started the journal and we discussed the basic concept regarding this journal, and we also got to know how to prepare a journal, and we also solved some examples. Now, today we will be carrying it on. Today we will be discussing the types of journal entries. Types of journal entries, or we can say the types of entries that are recorded in the journal. There are various types of entries, so today we will be discussing those types. The first type of journal entry is simple entries. Simple entry. Simple entry. Simple entries are those journal entries in which we record only one debit and only one credit, or we can say that in which in a transaction where only two accounts are affected. In a transaction where only two accounts are affected, and for one account we give debit and for one account we give credit. These are called simple entries in which only two accounts are affected. To understand the types of entries, let us make a format of journal here. Date, particulars, ledger folio, debit amount, credit amount. This is the basic format of journal, and we will be studying the types of entries, and we will be solving some examples. Firstly, we took the case of a simple entry. What does the simple entry mean? I have already said that simple entries are those entries in which only two accounts are affected. For example, let us take an example regarding this simple entry. For example, there is a transaction, purchased goods for cash rupees 10,000. This is a transaction in which only two accounts are affected and in which we will make a simple entry. In this transaction, only two accounts are affected. If you analyze this transaction, you already know how to analyze the transactions. We follow a procedure of 5 steps. You know that if we analyze this transaction, we find out that only two accounts are affected in this transaction. Those two accounts are purchase account and cash account, and we give debit to purchase account debit to cash account 10,000 rupees 10,000, being goods purchased for cash, and we write the narration here, being goods purchased for cash, and the date of this transaction will be written here. This is how the simple entries work. Only two accounts are affected in these sort of entries. Now, the second type of entries is compound entry. I hope you understood this concept of simple entry very well. Now, we will be discussing the second type, that is compound entry. Compound entries. What does this compound entry mean? we make compound entries in a journal for that transaction in which more than 2 accounts are affected. Or we can say that compound entries are those entries in which more than 2 accounts are affected, in which we give debit to more than 2 accounts, or in which we give credit to more than 2 accounts, or in which we give debit to 1 account and credit to 2 or 3 or 4 accounts, or we give credit to 1 account and debit to 2 or 3 or 4 accounts, or we can simply say that these entries are those entries in which more than 2 accounts are affected. Now, when does these entries happen and when does these transactions happen usually? Compound entries are used for those transactions which are of similar nature and happen at the same time. We know that in a journal, we record transactions chronologically on the basis of time. Now, we can say that those transactions which happen at the same time and have the same nature, those transactions which take place at the same time and which are of the similar nature, in case of those transactions, we make compound entries. For example, let us take an example. Let us take an example of a compound entry. I have already said that those entries in which more than 2 accounts are affected are called compound entries. Compound entries usually happen, usually occur, and usually take place whenever in a transaction, whenever 2, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or so many transactions take place at the same time and have same nature. For example, let us take an example here. On 1st January 2019. On 1st January 2019, some transactions took place which were of similar nature. On 1st January 2019, 4 or 5 transactions took place which were of similar nature. For example, on 1st January 2019, Mr. Akas, a businessman, paid following expenses. On 1st January 2019, Mr. Akas paid following expenses: salaries 2,000, wages 1,000, rent 2,000, tax 3,000. If you will observe this, analyze this transaction, you will find out, if you will analyze these transactions, you will find out that all these transactions are of similar nature. Similar nature means, if we analyze these transactions in the light of the 2 approaches, traditional or modern approach, you will find the nature of these things same. Salaries, in the light of traditional approach, salaries are nominal accounts and these are classified under expenses. Wages are nominal accounts, these are classified under expenses. Rent is a nominal account, tax account is a nominal account. So we can say that under traditional approach, all these accounts are of similar nature. 4 accounts are affected and all the 4 are of similar nature. 4 accounts are affected and all the 4 accounts are of similar nature and all the 4 things happened at the same time. So in case of such type of transactions, we do compound entry. We do a compound entry. How we do this compound entry? When we prepare a journal, let us prepare it here. When we prepare a journal, credit amount, debit amount, ledger folio, particulars, date. The date will be 1st January 2019. Now we know that on 1st January 2019, 4 transactions happened, but all the 4 transactions have similar nature under traditional as well as modern approach. So in case of these transactions, we can do a compound entry. So we can, if we analyze these transactions in the light of traditional approach, you will find out that salaries account is a nominal account, expenses. Under nominal account, the classification is debit all losses and expenses and credit all gains and incomes. Losses and expenses are given debit, so we will give debit to salaries account debit, wages account debit, rent account debit, because all these accounts are expenses accounts and fall under the category of nominal accounts. So we will give debit, tax account debit, and we will give credit to cash account. Because cash account is a real account. We have paid cash. When cash goes out of the business, credit what goes out. So we will write here credit 8,000. We have paid total 8,000 cash. We have paid tax 2,000, 3,000. We have paid rent 2,000. We have paid wages 1,000, and we have paid salaries 2,000. Similarly, if we had received the incomes on some particular date, if we receive the incomes on a particular date, at the same time we can do a compound entry in that case also. And in case of incomes, we will have to give credit all gains and incomes, and we will have to give debit to cash account, because cash account is a real account. We will be receiving cash, debit what comes in. So this is how compound entries are made. Compound entries are those entries in which more than 2 accounts are affected, and the nature and the time of happening of transaction is same. When the nature and time of happening of transaction is the same and more than 2 accounts are affected, we can do the compound entries easily. This was the concept of compound entries. So after compound entries, I hope you understood the concept of compound entries very well. Now the third type of entries is opening entries. Opening entries. I hope you understood the concept of simple and compound entries. Now we will be discussing the third type, that is opening entries. Opening entries are those entries which are made in order to transfer the balances of previous balances of assets and liabilities and capital. Whenever in a previous accounting period we have the balances of assets and liabilities and capital in a business, now in the current year we are preparing the accounts afresh. At that time we will have to transfer those balances to this year's account, to these year's books. In order to transfer the balances of assets and liabilities, in order to transfer the previous balances of assets and liabilities, we make opening entries. How? For example, we have a building in a business. The building, the original cost of building was 1 lakh rupees. In the previous year, we had purchased it in the previous year for rupees 1 lakh. But in the previous year, the building was depreciated at the rate of 10%. So we will be deducting that 10% from 1 lakh. That is 10,000. So when we deduct 10,000 from 1 lakh, the book value of building will be now 90,000. So in this year, the value of building will be, book value will be 90,000. After deducting 10,000 depreciation, it will be 90,000. When we will transfer, the building is currently in the business, we will be using it this year, you know that. But when we will have to transfer the book value of building from that previous year to this year, what we will do? Firstly, we will do an opening entry for that building. And after that, all the accounting will be done this year. All the accounting adjustments will be done this year in this journal, in the ledger accounts, and whatsoever it is. Let me write this example in order to make you understand it. For example, the original cost of building was rupees 1 lakh. We will have to depreciate this building at the rate of 10%, that is 10,000. Depreciation, 2019. Now, this is 2020. In 2019, at the end of 2019, the book value of building comes out to be 90,000 rupees. Now, this year, this 90,000 rupees, we will have to carry forward this balance, the previous balance, to this year, this current year. Whenever we have to carry forward the balances of assets, liabilities, and capital from previous year to current year, we do opening entries. And in case of opening entries, we give debit to asset accounts and we give credit to liabilities and capital accounts. For example, in previous year, the previous year's balances of assets, with us regarding a business wire, cash rupees 1,000, debtors 2,000, building 5,000, machinery 4,000, and the balances of liabilities were creditors 50,000, creditors 5,000, and capital 6,000. These are the figures of balances of assets and liabilities of previous year available with us regarding a business. Now, in the current year, we will have to carry forward these balances to this year. We carry forward these balances with the help of an opening entry. And in case of opening entry, as I already mentioned that, in case of opening entry, we give debit to asset accounts. Cash account, here we will be doing cash account, debit. Building account, debit. Debtors account, debit. Machinery account, debit. $1,000, building account 5,000, debtors account 2,000, and machinery account 4,000. And we give credit to capital and liabilities. To creditors account 6,000 to capital account 6,000, 12,000 is equal to 12. We can also say that we portray what we do in case of opening entries. We portray the accounting equation in an opening entry. The accounting equation is assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. In accounting equation, the basic accounting equation is assets is equal to assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. So we can also say that we portray this accounting equation of every year in an opening entry. Every year when we start preparing the books of accountants afresh, what we do? Firstly, we portray the position of accounting entry in the shape of an opening entry. In the shape of an opening entry. And in that opening entry, we give debit to assets and credit to liabilities and capital. So we can, with the help of this concept, we can say that with the help of this concept, we can find out the different figures of assets and liabilities that are missing or that are not available with us. For example, the liabilities and capital, total of liabilities and capital comes out to be 12,000. And for example, let us not take this cash account debit here 1,000. When we calculate this comes out to be 11,000 only. So we can say that 1,000 that is missing here, we can say that is cash account. If we are confronted, if we are given a problem that find out the amount of cash with the help of an opening entry, we can easily find out cash account debit 1,000, because we know that capital and liabilities are always equal to assets, because this is an accounting equation. So we can say, for example, in some problem, we will have to find out the value of building with the help of an opening entry. Firstly, what you will have to do, portray the assets, liabilities and capital in an opening entry. When we portray all these things in an opening entry, we will be balancing it. The amount, the balancing figure that